Hi everyone, this is Miss Miharu. I'm gonna speak some words about Erron Black's Gunslinger variation. Just to be clear, I think it's his worst variation. I mostly use Outlaw, but I also think it's really interesting and that we as a community should explore it more. So this is sort of a call out to the community to get into it and start experimenting. So basically what he does differently is he has these money shots and he has the standoff with these three follow-ups. So basically, unlike the other Erron Blacks, I think this variation should be played a lot more like keep away, which might be interesting in some matchups. You have the spin shot, I think it's called, which is really good. Instead of backdashing and wasting your stamina, you can sort of keep them at a distance. You have this one, which is really good. It keeps them away. It does about 6% chip if they take all of it, and 10% on hit. You have this one, which I think is really horrible. Like, if you want to anti-air, there are better options, and it doesn't juggle in the corner or anything. So, but I don't know, that opinion might change. The money shot is interesting in some setups that I will show. Basically, first I'm gonna go over the most important strings. Like, they differ slightly from other variations. You have the 1-1, which is safe on block. It's 0 on block, but you can't really cancel out of it. Doesn't have very much cancel advantage, but you can throw it out to check your opponent. Then you have the dirty move, which is interesting. It's the high mid. The first hit has really bad range, like it won't hit from here, but the second hit will hit from here, and it's 0 on block, meaning you can do something like that to prevent them from doing a reversal. You can also go into that or that. Well, the range is so-so and it starts with a high, but it could be interesting to use in some pressure setups. Then you have the forward 1-2-2, which is safe against most characters, I think. I'm using Kano now because his Kano ball moves him forward, but isn't like ridiculous like Sub-Zero's slide, which is really hard to punish. Then you have the forward 1-3-2, which is really good, and it doesn't push them full screen if they don't block it and they can't tech it. So then you end up at a nice range where you can go into your zoning, throw down some caltrops, throw a bomb, whatever. Then you have the put 'em up string. That is safe on block. It's like -1, but it doesn't cancel very well outside of like a juggle. But it's useful because the range of the two is really nice, although it is a high. And then you have my favorite string, which is forward 2-4 or forward 2-4, forward 2-4-2. If I recall correctly, the forward 2, like the ender of that string, will push them full screen. Yeah, and they can take that. So again, you can go into spin shots or lay down some caltrops and just like keep them out. Let's go back to always. But going back to the forward 2 string, again, this is a string where you can sort of cancel out. The problem with this string is you have to cancel really late for it to work, but you can cancel out of it to that. Oops. Now I'm just messing up on purpose. There we have that. That, and again, the money shot right in the face. Okay, so when it comes to combos, this variation is not the most powerful, but you can do a nice setup, and like I said before, you can chip them a lot. So you got this. Into that, where you get almost a full chip from the low shots. Like the first one misses or something. So you get about 5% chip plus the actual damage from the caltrops, which are standing on top. So that's about 26% or something, plus 5% plus the caltrops damage. So it's a bit over 30%, which is not that bad. Plus you can end the same combo, oops, with that to like pressure them right away on wake up, and it makes it a lot harder to armor out of the setup, and it will stop slides and such. I think Sub-Zero slide, you can trade with it, like sometimes it will stuff it and sometimes it won't, so it's not 100% effective, but it will work against most opponents. And you can also go for the that one, of course, like to keep your distance, as well as after the caltrops you do the same and just try to keep your distance and try to keep them from coming in. Like you could go further, you could go into the put 'em up string and end with the sand tackle or something, but I like putting them on top of the caltrops because it forces them to make a move, either to try to wake up or backdash or jump or forward dash, because most people don't want to stand on top of the caltrops. It like makes them nervous. Okay, so when it comes to the corner, you can do some nice setups to chip out your opponents, which is good. He's really hard to break in the corner because it doesn't really do much damage, but most damage comes from setups and chip and damage over time. So like you can force them to break, but your combo isn't what's really doing the damage. Like this bread and butter combo is only 20%. So that's 25%. So the huge damage doesn't come from the combos, but from the setups you do after the combos. As I said before, this is your most valuable string, because you will usually go into a caltrop setup to end your combo, and this is a hard knockdown, so they'll have to take that damage, they'll have to try to get out. That's one way to keep them in. The down 4 is the tackle. Is like a tick throw. It will work on both block and hit. It's not super safe. They can armor out or reversal, depending on their reversal, but it does work quite a bit of the time. And you can also do, you can also do the, there we have it. The forward 1-2 into grab, but that only works on block. But those are two good ways of keeping them in the corner, or like keeping them on the ground on top of your caltrops. I'll show you how I prefer using the corner setup, which is with low shots. Remember, these do 10% on hit and 6% on block. And here, in this blocked state, you'll actually be at a really good position where you can either down 3 or down 4. You can hit them with the regular 2, or you can hit them with the forward 1 or the forward 2. So you have a lot of strings you can go into, I prefer the forward to 4 or the forward 1, or again the down 3 into the grab. Because after the grab, you can go into your stance, try to keep them in the corner, you can try to go for some distance, you can try to pressure them on wake up, or you can just go right back into their face. Yeah, last but not least, I will show you how to keep the pressure up. So that was a sort of string to show how you can pressure them in the corner after the first knockdown. You can keep going, you can mix in the 1-1, the forward 1-3, or try to go for different grabs and such, like the sand tackle.
Gun is the best defense.
But it's just like a showcase of what you can do in Gunslinger. So that's it for this time. I'll try to bring out more Gunslinger stuff as I find it, but I also encourage people to go look into this variation, especially for specific matchups where you can zone out or just keep away your opponent. I mean, it won't work as well versus Quan Chi or someone who can actually outzone you, but I think it will prove interesting with time. Thanks for watching. Bye.